up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Greenbox Convos. This your boy JSTLando with my co-host. Oh wait, he on this side.
Ryan Sawyer. What up, people?
With the heart. And today we got our special guest, the hardest working man in show business. Everybody, show your love from Mr. William Dance Jr. What's up, Unc?
What's happening? What's happening? It's a pleasure to be back. It's a pleasure. Thank you.
It's our honor. It's our honor. We love having you in here. You understand me?
I appreciate that. I love being here. You know what's happening?
Yeah. All day. Well, this is the show where we bring you, the week's headlines, try to keep you guys up to date as much as we can. Do some this or that, a little bit of that or this, a little bit of a top five, then we wrap and tell you what's happening. And with that, fellas, how was your weeks?
Oh man, let me tell you, my week was very frustrating, man. Look, bro, I just got my car out the shop today. It was in there for like 3 days, and I'm just not happy. They took some ducats out my bank that I ain't have for that.
Man.
The worst part is I got to take it back because it ain't all done yet. I'm like, do I really want to continue putting money in this, or should I just go get something else?
That's the toughest choice of all.
It is.
When you at that point, that borderline.
Right now, I don't have a payment. I don't have a payment now, but
that's lovely.
I get something else.
Back on that payment.
But it was
man.
The worst thing is when you be planning to do something with that money, and then that car is like, damn.
Bruh, yeah, no doubt. It was like, and then, so check this out. So I tried to be slick, right? So I knew I had issues with my ride, so I called up one of these car warranty spots, right? And I signed up with them, right? So I'm like, I'm going to let them pay for it. But I took it to the shop, right? And the shop called the people, they was like, oh, hell no, we ain't paying for it. The brother on 58 miles since he been with us. It's a pre-existing condition.
I'm dead.
I had to pay for the car warranty thing and the shop thing. I was like, oh, damn.
Tragic.
So yeah, that's how my week was. Dang it.
Tragic. Well, if it make you feel a little better, brother, speaking of money that you didn't expect to blow, when I got locked out the crib, man, I had locksmith had to come through, hit me for $400.
No, he didn't.
He robbed you.
Fangs.
What?
He robbed you.
Oh, bro, you should have just knocked the door down. It was cheaper to fix it. I'm just saying. Dang.
Boy. I was like, it's like technically $389, but he was like, yeah, it's the middle of the night, you know what I mean? I was like, God, how we gonna fuck? Nigga, I was about to.
Man, I'm sorry you had to go through that, dog.
Man, they sleep in my car until the morning. You tried to search for it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hindsight's 2020, but it is what it is.
Right. Oh man. Wow.
Mr. Marlon, how was your week, brother?
It was a wild week. You know when you get in your car after work and you just drive home in silence? It was one of them weeks.
I haven't done that in a long time.
Boy, let me tell you. That's a hard week when you don't even want to listen to no music. You just get nothing, crank up and go.
No podcast, no nothing. Just
Oh man, just silence. Oh wow.
That means somebody got to pay. Because you done messed up my whole damn day. Yeah,
for
I'm
real.
mad at somebody.
You was doing some heavy thinking.
Boy, is this shit really worth it? You just drive. Is this shit really worth it? I ain't
right.
Is this shit really worth it?
Wondering which bottle I'm gonna buy.
Oh, dang.
Ah, damn. But hey, we all made it through the week. We all look like we healthy and breathing.
That's
right. We're gonna thank God for that. Shit.
Yeah,
there you go. That's right.
All right, Mr. Marlon, let's get into these headlines, G.
Let's get into it. Lakers Suns off rip. The defending champions out in the first round. Your boy Street Clothes, AD. Play 5 minutes. Couldn't help him. Hey, man, how you feeling over there,
G? No, man, you petty, bro. You petty and F you and you ashy and you be musty on Sundays, and that's the lowest day. Uh, fuck the Knicks. Let me think. I'm gonna get you some more. Go ahead, you old petty ass. You couldn't wait to talk about this, man.
Yeah, that's all fine and
This
dandy,
is
but
ridiculous.
we all
You
ended
know?
in the same place, you know.
Oh
Hey, man.
my!
See,
Come on,
I
man.
be trying to leave it alone, you know. I be trying to mind my
No,
business.
you don't. That's the
But
problem. You
they
don't
gotta,
be
they
trying
gotta
to leave
jump on
alone.
my timeline. They gotta let me know that we lost. Like, I saw the game. I don't need y'all motherfuckers all 50 you to remind me. But then the next day, y'all lose, and everybody quiet. Where they at? Couldn't get a hold of nobody.
Look, man. Look, man. The injury bug got the Lakers at the right time. That's all it really was, and you know that's the truth. If they didn't get as injured as they did in the most critical point, I mean, they don't even play the Suns. They had the number one record for the longest, and then the injury started catching up to their ass. So I'm just gonna take it as it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, but then when they really need to step up the healthy guys, the motherfuckers wasn't stepping up. Like Shooter had like 0 in game 5, is it?
Speak
And
this is about
and
to
he
come
won
out because it
25
just
plus
came out a
million.
couple of hours ago. This just came out a couple of hours ago, and you probably gonna see it. But Magic Johnson, quote unquote, rips Dennis Schroeder saying, "I don't believe he's a Laker." So I've been saying that since they signed him. I'm like, why they don't get great value Rajon Rondo? Just pay Rondo.
Right, real talk.
Look, I love Magic Johnson. My favorite point guard, probably him and Isaiah. Only Laker I really like. He need to shut that shit up. He put on the boys. Like, you ain't got an opinion, bro. Like, don't tell me I'm a real Laker or not. Like, you left us middle of the season. Like, calm down, bro. Like,
Man, he had to leave.
like, come on, bro.
Yo, he had to leave. He was HIV positive.
Right.
It's
No,
a
I'm
safety
not
concern.
talking about that. I'm talking about when he was an executive and he was just like, hey, I ain't coming back. Like, I'm quitting right now in
That is
this
something
press
different.
conference. They didn't ever tell Gene, he didn't tell nobody, just quit. Like, Magic, what the fuck?
Hey, you know, black people when they fed up with the job, they just walk off.
That's
That's
right.
what that was. Black
He
people when
called
they
in
fed up
sick
with the job.
forever.
Nah, 'cause he felt that heat when they wasn't winning. He wanted to be Magic and be loved and shit, but they was coming at his ass because he wasn't producing as an executive, and that's why he did that. But it's just like, come on, bro, like don't send shots like that. But Shooter is trash. He don't
Shooter is
deserve
hella
25
trash.
million.
He don't. He don't. It is what it is, man. You are you happy now? You got your little, you know what I mean?
Hey,
Rub it in our face.
I'm just calling it how I see it. I mean, y'all was all y'all wanted to talk to me the other day when the Knicks lost, but nobody want to talk to me now. It's crazy.
Scroll back through your timeline. I didn't say shit.
Oh, but many did.
Yeah, many did. They was on your ass, boy. They was on your ass bad, G. I was like, hey, somebody go to Coronado Bridge. Make sure this nigga ain't on top of it.
No, I can take it.
Hey, like that dog.
No, I can take it. Trust. Like, I'm gonna keep going at y'all. Like, I don't need backup either. Y'all try to gang up. I don't need the backup.
Hey, man.
Because I can talk
when you
shit.
when you put the you and Lou Nell post, nigga, I was like, all right, that's it. This nigga's choosing violence. I'm out.
My baby Lulu. Love her.
Lou Nell.
Anyway.
But let's move past that, guy. I see it's a touchy subject for you still. Naomi Osaka, queen, number 2 ranked in the world, withdrew from the French Open after being fined for not meeting media obligations. She let the people know before the French Open that she wasn't going to do any media, but still, you know, the association came down on her and was just like, we're going to fine you. And if you keep doing this, we just going to, you know, disqualify you from all the major events. And she called their bluff and said, "Man, I'm going to just pull myself out and do what it do because of mental health reasons." What do y'all think about that story?
So it was because of mental health reasons?
That's the reason she wasn't doing media. She had anxiety and she said she was going through some depression. And she wasn't trying to do media just for this tournament. And yet, after saying all that, they still came down, fined her, and then told her if she doesn't do it, then she's gonna just be disqualified from major events. And so she just decided to pull herself.
Well, you know what? I kind of feel like if you having mental issues and you depressed and anxiety issues, yeah, maybe you shouldn't be doing social media, but at the same time, maybe you shouldn't be participating in those events anyway. So I kind of agree with both of them. You know, I agree. Yeah, she should have pulled herself out because obviously she wasn't in the right frame of mind, the right state of mind to compete, nor do interviews on social media. So it would have made her look bad, I think. So I'm glad that she had the wherewithal to decide to take herself out of that.
Yeah, because people were they were saying like, okay, that's fine, but you still played the match. If you really going through it, yeah, you should have.
Right. Right, exactly. You should have.
Yeah.
Should have.
So, kind of piggybacking off what you said, I can see both sides. I see the business side of the sport, right? Where it's just like if you were to go to work and let's say you work at McDonald's, one of your responsibilities as a McDonald's employee is to deal with the shit that nobody else wants to do, i.e. cleaning up the bathroom or something.
Right.
Naomi's responsibility as an athlete in that profession, right? You gotta deal with the media. They're just like cleaning up the shit in the bathroom. You gotta deal with it.
True.
It's part of the job. You know what I mean? Everybody has to do their part. However, your mental health is gonna last way longer than your playing time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You are going to be in your life way longer than you're going to be playing a damn game. Always take care of yourself first.
Right.
That job.
Real talk.
Never be afraid to say that. Never.
Real talk. I totally agree.
So that's about as far as I can get away with it.
What you think, Marlon?
I think the thing is like, okay, if LeBron said, "Hey, I'm not gonna play. I'm gonna sit out. I'm not gonna do media. I'm gonna just, play. But I can't. I don't want to speak to the media for a second. I'm going through some shit. The NBA ain't gonna trip. They'll be like, all right, cool, yeah. I mean, Kyrie did it. Kyrie disappeared for like 3 weeks.
He didn't say nothing. Nobody knew where Kyrie was.
And it was all good. And it's just like, that's a team sport. She's just like, she's playing an individual sport. So it's not like she's leaving anybody hanging or nothing. You know what I mean? So
true.
I don't see, like, I understand the rule. And like, you got to keep, the media is the way to promote the sport. But I don't think it should be like so set in stone. Like, nah, you got to talk to the media every time. Like, people should be able to like, hey, I'm not feeling it right now. I'll give you something later. Just let me, have some space to myself. I think, I don't see a problem in what she did. I do understand, but like, I don't think they should have came down so hard on her. Like, yeah, fine her, keep it at that. Don't threaten like, oh, we're gonna mess up your career pretty much by taking you out of major events. She's number 2 ranked lady in the world. Like, she's one of your major stars. Like, why would you do
that? Okay,
that's true.
Point. I understand that point. I understand.
Now, again, to look at the business side of this, right?
Yeah.
Not being an advocate for it, because I'm just understanding it from their side. Her refusal to speak to the media means there's some people who can't work. You know what I mean? She's taking
Not really.
Pretty much, yes, because they need her responses. They need her words. They need something from her that she's not willing to give so they can do their job. That's, like I said, it's just the business side. I don't advocate because honestly, fuck you. You picked the wrong profession. Shouldn't want to hear what I have to say in order to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To make your money. But again, protect your mental health. That shit is very important. Right. You don't want to just go in every day and every training session and every practice and you just hate it. That's how you become depressed because you have no other discernible skills that will facilitate your lifestyle, right? She can't quit tennis and go to the grocery store and make the same money, you know what I mean, to facilitate her lifestyle. She's got to do tennis and shit that falls within that. Right. So she has to love this shit for a very long time. And if she needs a break every now and then, they should be understanding.
It should be. It should be an understanding, and maybe they could have came to some type of agreement where, okay, maybe you do one social media interview for 5 or 10 minutes. I don't know, something like that, and we'll call it even. It'll be straight. But I mean, like you alluded to earlier, your mental health and everything, that's very important. And health comes way before any job or any game. But
Absolutely.
I agree with both of you guys, man. I mean, social media is everything, especially when it comes to professional athletes. But if you're not feeling well, if you're not able to live up to your responsibilities, then adjustments need to be made, for that athlete. Because at the end of the day, they're a human being and they go through things just like the rest of us go through, So I don't know, maybe it can handle better on both sides.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
I think the thing is though, like she possibly could have felt like, okay, if I don't play, then maybe we're not gonna get as much coverage. So what is a way I could kind of appease everybody and say, hey, okay, I'm gonna play, but like, I'm just not in the right mind frame. Can y'all just, give me a pass this time around,
But again, you got to remember who's running the show. I'm sorry. You got to remember who's running the show. These people don't understand that. They're running the sport like a business. They see it as a 9 to 5. You got to clock in. When you're clocked in, you do everything until you clock out, including what she doesn't want to do at this time. You don't get no pass on talking to the media because that's part of your job. They're seeing it just like that. It comes with a 401k, insurance and benefits and all that good stuff. That's what they're seeing it as. They're not seeing her as Naomi Osaka. They're seeing her as tennis player number 2, in our organization.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Right. She's a business.
Yeah, she's a business.
Right.
Shit. If she wanted to, she could retire right now and be good. And she's the highest paid female last year. So, you know what I mean? It's just like, all right, it's kind of tricky saying, like, oh, nah, like holding, like giving your stars to that, that standard of like, nah, you doing these interviews. I can see a lesser person only because it's like, okay, you want to get your name out there, you want to move up maybe, but it's just like, I don't know, they just kind of came down pretty hard on her for no reason. Well, not no reason, but it's just like they could have went about that a little differently.
Way differently, but yes.
Right.
Anyways, I think the general consensus here is that we stand with Naomi on this one.
Right.
You know what I mean? The tennis association's out of line on this one.
Yeah. Moving on. Your boy, your former president, Donald J. Trump, suspended from Facebook for 2 years for inflammatory conversations, posts, and all that. How you feeling about your president, your former president?
Hey man, watch your mouth.
Right.
First of all, watch your mouth. I don't know nothing about that man. However, peep this. I thought when you're banned, that just meant you're banned. You can't come back. They know you doing this from the, for the rest of your life. Just come in, y'all. But you can't get in. You ain't got the password no more. So 2 years, that's it.
Hey.
Niggas who sold an ounce of weed get longer than that.
Right, exactly.
Come on, dog. 2 years? Come on, Zucky Bug. You can do better than that, brother. Hell, I got a week up in Facebook jail, and I didn't even do anything. I just said, one time I was quoting somebody that it was Kevin on stage, and he had said something like women be trash for whatever reason. when he said,
Yeah.
and I typed that women be trash. It was like, you can't comment or post for 70. What was it? 7 days. Threw my black ass right in that damn jail, man. He get
Dang. Well, you know,
damn shame.
It looked like, you know, America's former president. he can pretty much do and say whatever he want to do. Yeah, they slapped this little 2-year ban on him, but just like you said, a ban that's supposed to be for life. You know, you don't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You don't ban somebody for a certain amount of time because that's not a ban. You know, that's
Right.
a suspension, right? That's a suspension. So, but I think Facebook knows that he brings what am I trying to say?
He brings the headline.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, my brother. He brings the headlines to them. So, and the more he says, the more Facebook is in the media. So, you know, it's like Eazy-E said back in the day, man. You know, bad publicity is still free publicity. You know what I'm saying?
And that's big truth.
That's
big
what
truth.
it is. That's what it is.
That's big true.
Cloudy days are special ones for you. Ultra Sheen conditioner and hairdress puts you in control. Your hair is soft, manageable, and full body with a lustrous sheen, part of your ultra special scene. I'm something special. Ultra special with Ultra Sheen. From the leader in black hair care.
Go to the next one, fellas. Rap Caviar put out a Mount Rushmore for best rap artists in the 2010 decade. And they went with Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Nicki Minaj. How y'all feeling about that? Is that about right? Or
I think that's the most popular.
Yeah, they just went with the most popular people on the Billboard, essentially.
I
That's
mean,
what it felt like.
Definitely. It really does depend on what their basis is off of. People who stayed consistent on the billboards during the whole 10 years, or like, but what exactly do they mean as far as, like, you know, best rappers? You know what I mean? Because that can fall into a plethora of categories.
Yeah, that's real talk.
If y'all had to build your own 2010s best rappers, who were y'all for?
I would have never known, man. It's a lot of rappers nowadays. You know,
it really is.
I mean, the list looks all right. I mean, I feel like, Drake, he half rapped and sung for most of the damn decade. Like, but I understand why he's up there. Nicki, she did her thing, but like, the thing about Nicki Minaj that's kind of crazy for me, it's like they say she's the best female rapper ever because she has all these hits and she broke these records that were set by like Mariah Carey and the Beatles. But if you look at all these songs, she's featured on them. They're not like solo records. You know what I mean? Like
that's true.
She got Lil Wayne on there. She got Drake. She got the heavy hitters on there. Of course, that's gonna be a freaking hit. Like, where's your shit where you just a solo artist? And I know like that's putting a little qualification on it, and it seems like I'm hating on her, but like we understand she's skilled. She's a legend in her own right. But it's just like, bitch, don't throw that in somebody's face when you got like the biggest motherfuckers in the world backing you to jump on the track whenever you want.
Right.
Remember,
that's true.
When Remy Ma went at her in that battle, she came out with a song with Drake and Wayne. It's like, where's the damn difference?
Remy won that shit.
Yeah, you can't just make a hit and say, yeah, I won. Like, no.
Right.
That's true. No, to keep it, look, Kendrick, J. Cole, they deserve to be on that damn list, regardless of the qualifications. They have solo hits. They got featured hits. They were on the Billboard. They got lyrics. They did their damn thing. They deserve to be on
Right.
that
They
list.
come with it.
In fact, that's when they pretty much got started as far as like mainstream. Because I'm assuming they only pick mainstream people, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Right.
So 2010 to 2019, that is pretty much when their career began to where it is now. You know what I mean? So, and they held it down just about every year. So absolutely, they deserve to be up there.
Could you make
other
a case?
well, Drake?
Could you make a case for Kanye or Wayne? I mean, I know
Absolutely. Tucci is that. Look, man.
Yeah, I could definitely put Lil Wayne up in there, player. Come on.
I know he was on that hiatus for a while, but like, I mean,
but it was a forced hiatus. It was a forced hiatus. He couldn't produce music due to, you know what I mean, the lawsuit that would follow.
He doesn't.
He had 7 years. Yeah, exactly. It took 7 years from the Carter 4 to the Carter 5. That's nasty. All the songs that were on the Carter 5 were pretty much 7 years old because those just were ready to go ASAP. Some of them were like, okay, cool, you know what I mean? They got updated, but a lot of them were 2013 ready right then. So when, Baby did that fuck shit, you know what I mean? Nah, I can't let you go play part. Can't do it. Can't let you go play part. You're my son.
Big
I'm gonna hold you
down. Right.
He could have dropped the album 7 years ago. He didn't want Baby getting money off it, but it's like, bruh, you're going to wait 7 years, you're going to be irrelevant a little bit because it's like, bruh, you got to drop something.
Right.
All the time in this game.
That's true.
Like,
but then those mixtapes started forming. Boy, those mixtapes were fire. Sorry for the Wait. Sorry for the Wait Volume 2. The dedications that came out. Say love. Man, what? Man, those were fire. In fact, I always have like Wayne's mixtapes more than I have like his albums. And that's just facts.
I feel you on that.
I mean, yeah.
If you wanted me to make a case for Wayne to be up there, I could always do that. Kanye, not so much. Why?
I mean, he dropped Dark Twisted Fantasy in like, what, 2010? So, I mean, he squeaked that in there. But then it's like,
but that didn't carry 10 years.
Yeah.
That didn't carry no 10 years. That nigga went to the Art Institute. Started getting into fashion. He started getting into fashion.
I'll give it to the Kanye fans because I don't know how they still can listen to this. Like, it's like, damn, bro. Like, what happened to you?
Right? And then he hit us with the slavery was a choice. Okay, yay.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, I can't forgive that one. Yay. I mean, what do you want me to say, yay? I don't know. Say yay. What you want me to do, bro? I don't know.
Hey, man.
I mean, you had a couple features during those years that were hot on the Big Sean albums and whatnot. You did some producing. You brought out Designer, who had the hit Panda, and Timmy Turner. Good job, yeah. Moving on from you, nigga. Your case for the 2010s is not as strong as others, I should say.
I feel you on that.
And then you got Ross. I mean, Ross and MMG and
yeah,
that's true.
I mean, that shit right.
Right.
Absolutely.
Rick
Ross and MMG.
Any day, man.
Boy,
I'm
Ross,
sorry.
man,
Sorry, I'm offending everybody. Ross, come on, man. Everything he dropped is fire. Just like Lil Wayne. It was just fire.
Be making my Nissan feel like a Rolls. Boy, I'm like, what when you put on that Ross?
right. You recline the seat back a little bit, just like, oh,
Ricky Ross. Hey.
And let's not also forget that Future was popping like heavy in the 2010s. That man tore up a lot of shit.
Right.
And there's just a lot of people you can make a case for is what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying he's more gifted or talented. He just, based on what I think Rap Caviar?
Yeah.
Based on what they picked those for, I think Future falls into that category. But popularity, sales, all that shit. Future fits into that.
Right. What about Wale?
Wale?
Wale. What about
Yeah,
Wale?
Wale.
Come on now. Wale been doing his thing, bro.
The thing that
Yeah, he
frustrates
can
me
rap.
about Wale, the talent's there, he's got it. It's just like sometimes just missing something. Because he's just as talented as Kendrick and Cole.
True.
And I
He
think
don't
he
have
should
the
be held
backing.
up higher in regard. He does
He don't have the
amazing like
backing.
concepts. Huh?
He
You
don't
don't
have the
think
backing. I don't think he has the same backing as Cole and Kendrick.
Cole ain't got no backing. Yeah, he got Jay-Z, but like he don't be
Yeah, he do.
using Jay-Z and Rock Nation like
I mean,
that.
that's a hell of a backing, though.
Brother, trust
Think
me,
about that.
he pretty much built it himself. They wasn't helping him early on and shit. Actually, they was kind of holding him back a little bit. And
Was
Wale
the whole
was on
Jay-Z
Rock
thing?
Nation. Wale was at Rock Nation at one point. So it's like,
Yeah.
bro, it's like at some point, it's like, damn, when is this dude gonna get his respect? Like,
Right, exactly.
he did a little of everything.
I think Wale still has problems with his beat selection, just like Nas did or does still to this day. It's just something about Wale with that when he comes on. Yeah, I get it. He's talented and everything, but I'll be like, oh, it's Wale. I listen to it for a little bit and I just switch the song. I get it though. I still like Nike boots. I still be listening to that. Just doing what I gotta do, fly than the rest of them. Y'all don't even know that song. Look at you. Call yourself Wale fans.
The last two albums, that was all right, but like I wanted him just to go in on some lyrical shit. But then when you look at the EPs he's been dropping, it's like, man, you're focused as hell on this. Like, why aren't you being held in high regard? Like, this is crazy. I think with him, he's really an artist. So he gets emotional and he's insecure about like, why aren't people receiving my art like this? I'm putting my heart in this and y'all just saying fuck me, you know? So it's just like, man, like, what's going on? Maybe he need to leave MMG.
They ain't promoting him like that anyways. You see Meek Millie getting promoted more than, you know what I mean?
God,
especially during that stretch. The 2010s, they was definitely putting Meek Mill out there more.
Don't get me wrong. He's I guess he's talented, but like I don't get how he's bigger than Wale. Like I don't see it. Like they ain't even in the same level.
Do you consider Wale more of a street person or more of an artist who's working?
It ain't about that though, man.
That's exactly what it's about, because everybody know in Philly, Meek Mill, he's street, you know what I mean? And what does the music industry love? Them dudes from the street.
Bro, the same motherfuckers that was loving Mobb Deep loved Kanye when he came out. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say, like, it's some street shit. Like, nah, like, we know he ain't, like, a street dude. But, like, he reminds me of, like, Grand Puba from Brand Nubian. Like, that nigga that, you know, he dresses fly. He got a little swag to him. He got the bars. But I just don't understand why he doesn't, like, get to that Kendrick Cole level. Because, I mean, he's essentially their peer.
Where's the edge?
Well, people be sleeping on him, man. That's what that is.
Yeah. They want some edge, man. There ain't no edge there.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, man. Everybody can't be street, and everybody can't have edge. You need diversity, man.
That's true.
You need diversity.
True. I agree.
And that's why it's getting fucked up.
Yeah, there's enough room for everybody, man. I mean, you look at LL, right? You look at LL. When LL came out, you know, he was doing rap love songs too. You know, and that's kind of in the same vein as Wale, I believe. You know, he is emotional, like you alluded to, my brother. He is emotional with his music. I mean, he puts his heart into it. And to me, I prefer an artist like that, because how many rappers we got out there now claiming that they thugs and they hard and they do all this, and then we find out that they renting them rides that's in their videos, although they claiming it as and all that stuff. Come on, man. I want to listen to somebody with some substance, somebody that's real.
Exactly.
Somebody that's real. And Wale represents that to me. Shout out to Wale. Handle your business, brother. Keep doing it.
Oh yeah.
I think every rapper that's come out in the last 5 years is this close from being a crackhead. You understand me? But yet, these are the ones these kids is listening to. These are the ones people got respect for. These are the ones the streets is protecting. You know what I mean? Like, that's who you will keep hearing on your Spotify, your radio, your Apple Music, whatever you got. You know what I mean? These are the top plays of it, and it's because I don't want to sound old. I don't, because I can appreciate music for what it is, right?
Exactly.
But these new dudes, they're just taking the fun out of what it used to be to be a rapper and going straight to the core of it. I just want to shoot, I want to do drugs, and I don't want to do nothing else. Whereas before, it was lyrically and like, you could kind of read that shit in the lyrics. Like, I just do this, I do this. You know what I mean? Am I kind of making sense? Like, I can't explain it.
It's like
How do I
they're
put it?
glorifying it. Yeah.
Right.
Like they're happy to be on Xans. They're happy to be on perks. They're happy to be on lean. They're happy to take a 40 to another person's face and shoot. They're happy. You know what I mean? Like, that shit, that's not really cool. This was the shit that motherfuckers used to hide back in the day. Like, it was kind of shameful to be on drugs. You know what I mean? Like, even if you were smoking weed back in the day, it was kind of something you hid. You didn't want nobody to see you doing it. Now these motherfuckers will be in the video with the damn heroin needle in their arm. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, DMX had a 20-year coke habit. Coke crack habit. And he hid it from us like shit.
He sure did.
So yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't get this new generation. I'm not knocking them. Do what you guys got to do, but I don't get it.
It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting when the 2020s are over, how they gonna rank people. But
right.
All right. Moving on, real quick. So apparently, according to Twitter, your boy Ray J is responsible for the East and the West Coast beef of the 90s. Allegedly.
Wait a minute. Ain't that Brandy's brother?
Yes. Yes. Allegedly, he was in Death Row's offices and he saw Faith Evans sitting on Tupac's lap. And of course, he went around confirming that they, pretty much was all cuddled up. And that led to it getting back to the East, and shit went down how it went down. How y'all feeling about that?
That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
Right now, it's a rumor, because it's allegedly, but it's like your boy Ray is like the hip hop Forrest Gump. Like, he's been everywhere, seen everything. You feel me? He's always connected in these stories somehow.
I was there when Faith was there. You know who he reminds me of too? TK Kirkland. TK Kirkland did everything. He was a gangster. He was a businessman. He was a real estate agent. He was a pilot. He was in the army. He was in the Alaskan Snow Summits Committee. I don't know. TK did everything, and that's what Ray J reminded me of, man.
But
he did everything.
Every time a story like this comes out, like, somehow it's kind of confirmed, like, oh yeah, he was there. Like, he wasn't lying about that. So it's just like, shit, how connected this motherfucker is? Because he is Snoop's cousin. So, I mean, him being in Death Row's offices wouldn't have been strange, really.
Yeah, but when Tupac is there and Faith Evans is there, what was really going on? Like, what kind of day was that? You know what I mean? And why would Ray J be there?
Do you think she smashed Pop?
Sure, why not? It's because nobody. Exactly. You can look. Nobody knew Danny Boy was gay, or if they did know, they didn't say nothing, right?
Yeah.
And that was at Death Row being kept quiet. Why wouldn't this be kept quiet?
Mary J. Blige. That's what he put out this week.
Yeah, he did say that. He did say that he clapped Mary J. Blige's cheeks.
My thing is, Biggie was cheating on her the whole time. I mean, I would not put
Charlie Baltimore.
I would have Little Kim. Like, I would have put it past her to, hey,
But some get back.
Exactly. Some get back.
Because
Yeah,
you gotta
bro.
remember, they young. They young in their early 20s. It's young and dumb.
True.
Right, right.
And that's what, look, I mean, if you equate it like a math problem, what are we doing today? Subtract 20 years. What are they doing then? Ain't shit changed.
Right,
Ain't a
true.
damn thing changed.
Hey, she
Yeah.
said she didn't do it. I gotta believe her, but from experience and seeing how young people move, I wouldn't put it past her.
Right?
You know what?
Just because we didn't call them thoughts 30, 25 years ago, don't mean there wasn't no thoughts.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean?
That's right.
That was purely revenge, if anything.
If anything, yes.
And you
What you
know,
think, Uncle Will?
I feel like this. Well, first, let's go back to Ray J. If I was that young brother, I would feel really bad because he is at fault for us losing two of the greatest rappers that ever picked up the mic.
Yeah.
You know, if he saw something going on, he should have kept his mouth shut. You know, because we wouldn't have all this. Pac and Biggie would still be around, and who knows the masterpieces they might have put out. You know, so I feel
I can dig it.
you know, being a hip hop rap fan, I feel like it's Ray J's fault. He stole something from us, man. He stole something from us, right? That's how I feel. Now, whether Faith and Pac slept together, that's their business, right? Yeah. Because we all know, like you said, Biggie was cheating. So maybe she did want some get back, right? It's like, hey, obviously, you know, shoot, if I think like this, look, Pac got a fine woman sitting on his lap. Yeah, it's an opportunity. Why not? He probably was single at the time. Even if he wasn't single at the time, it's Faith Evans. She's sitting on his lap. Okay.
He looking to get back at Biggie, the whole one over him.
Right, exactly. So, you know what, man, Ray J just should have just kept his mouth quiet. He just should have been quiet, man. He messed it up for all of us, man. That's honestly how I feel. That hurts my heart. He behind that.
You bring up a damn good point. You know what I mean? He set in motion the will be doings of, you know, what ultimately caused, you know, at least Biggie's death for sure. From watching all the interviews and the investigations and stuff like that, Pac got shot by some Crip niggas in Vegas.
Well, yeah, so that was gang related.
Yeah, that was gang related.
Yeah,
but the whole Biggie thing,
Biggie, for sure, Biggie got hit for that, but it wasn't even his fault. But Ray J should have shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you know, you don't have to tell everything, you know.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, that's why I don't think he's going around really telling that like that. But people did some digging, and
that's messed
man, that's messed up. I wish I didn't know that.
Yeah, me too, man.
All right, lastly, y'all's governor, Gavin Newsom, he giving out these grand prizes for people getting vaccinated. Giving them out 50 G's here, giving out grocery cards, possible $1 million prize here and there. How do y'all think? What do y'all think about the way they're going about this? It seems a little shady. Like, you want people to get vaccinated that bad? Like, why? And before I say that, I'm vaccinated. I did it just because, but like, it seems a little fishy. Like, be a little extra.
You ever go and listen to like debates, and the people who actually listen to the debate, like their opinion is really based on the debate, and it's because they don't know if they like the left wing or the right wing or whatever. That's how I kind of feel about this giveaway, if you will. I don't know if I want to get vaxxed. I don't want to know. Oh, now you got somebody saying this is what can happen, or this is what you'll get if you get vaccinated, besides a clean fucking bill of health, or at least some type of protection other than, you know, I mean, a mask from the corona. Oh, that's not enough. So, all right, here's some groceries. Well, now you're talking. If you needed that, if you needed that, you know, if that was your tipping over the fence point, just get the Rona and die, please. I'm tired. I want to go outside. Go get your shit, y'all. I don't want this no more. Shit. I miss outside. Please.
Well, you know what? I feel like this. I'm vaccinated too, but I feel like shit. I should have waited so I could get some of that money. Buy me some groceries, you know, give me 50 G's. When I heard that, I was like, oh man, I done messed up.
That's a nigga for you right there, boy.
Hell yeah.
That's how I felt too. I was like, wait a minute, what about the people who already got their shit?
Right, exactly. Shouldn't we get something? You know, at least a Snickers bar or something, bro.
Yeah, you didn't take a gas. You didn't have to buy gas.
You know, I went down there. My arm was hurting for a while. Help me out. Shoot. Buy me some popcorn, something. Stingy ass.
Always trying to give shit to the undeserving.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
And like, I mean, just medically, I respect people that just say, you know what, I'm gonna wait, you know, I'm not gonna get vaxxed now, or, you know, I want to learn more about the vaccine before I do it. You know, I understand that. I'm not gonna shame anybody for not getting it. It's just when the crazy people come out, you know, and with the conspiracies and shit, it's like, all right. But it's like the way they rolling, like if I was one of them type of dudes, like, I'd be like, oh, see, there it go right there. These motherfuckers giving out prizes and shit. Why? Why you want it so bad? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
right. True. That's true.
But for those people that were saying, oh, I'm gonna wait a little while, I want to see what's going on, I want to make sure that it's okay. Now, when Gavin came out with that, if they changed their mind and was like, okay, I'm gonna get the vaccine then, oh, that shit goes out the window, bro. You know, you're about that money. You're about that money like everybody else. Everybody want to come up. You know, I wish I could go get my vaccines again so I can call Gavin and be like, hook me up.
Give me my 50, bruh. With my 5-0.
That's what I want.
Throw me my chips.
That's right.
Oh, God.
Right?
Y'all foolish, bro.
I'm just saying.
Y'all foolish.
Shoot.
All right. Y'all ready to move on for some this or that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get into it. All right, would you rather be nice but incorrect, or would you rather be mean and right all the time?
Well, I tell you what, I kind of feel like this. Being nice is cool, but at the same time, being incorrect, you lose credibility, man. People don't believe in you. They don't trust you, right?
That's true.
So I guess I would choose the latter. I'd rather be mean, but right, because at least you know that what I'm saying to you is real. You can trust what I'm saying. You can believe in me. You might not like how I'm giving it to you, but it's still the truth.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And on the flip side, though, if you just don't feel like getting yelled and screamed at, or somebody giving you attitude, and you know, what if you knew the right answer? You just want somebody to tell you something, and just to see how, you know what I mean, how they going. You want somebody to talk nice to you. Go to that person who's gonna talk nice to you one time and give you the wrong information. As long as you can already back up yourself. You know what I mean? Because you got the right information. That's how I would do it. But for sure, I'd rather be mean and give you the right information.
Right, but what would be the point in going to that person that's going to be nice to you and give you incorrect information? There's no point in that.
It's good on your psyche. It's good on your psyche, man. Well, you know what I mean? You just want to hear a comforting voice for a second. No attitude.
That's some thicker skin. That's what it's about.
It reminds me of that term country dumb, where like we assume country people are slower than, you know, people up north and all that. not knowing that these
Right.
motherfuckers are sharp. They just playing you like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's kind of the same vibe I think with the whole
Uh,
nice and incorrect. Like, oh, they'll like you, you're lovable, and they like, oh, look at his sorry, silly ass, just wrong. It's all right, not knowing you could be plotting. You could use that to your advantage to plot and get what you want.
True.
Damn, but I can't be incorrect, man, because I think. Yeah, because I mean, essentially, you're saying, "Oh yeah, you stupid, like you don't know shit." So, yeah,
right.
I'd have to be mean and correct at least.
Because it comes down to an integrity thing after a while, right?
Yeah,
That's
after a
true.
while, yeah,
Yeah.
you don't need your word. Like, all right,
Right.
Your words have no meaning. They're just words at some point if you just always nice, but you're always wrong. Now you just saying shit.
Right.
At some
exactly.
point you just saying shit. But
And don't nobody want to hear that. Ain't nobody got time for all that.
for real.
That's true.
That's real
That's
tough,
true.
man.
So I guess we all going for the we rather be mean then, yeah?
I'm just a nasty motherfucker.
Be my girl.
Get ready.
She used to be my girl.
Get ready for a big, explosive surprise from the OJs. Their new album, So Full of Love, is so full of sensational songs like Used to Be My Girl. Their newest big hit single, The OJs.
Would you rather have daytime or nighttime adventures?
Who? You know me, baby. I'm the night owl, Jack. Having all my fun at the nighttime. It's cool. You know what I mean? Everything's cooler at night. Not just temperature-wise, but just in general. It's a little bit more dangerous, which, you know what I mean, gives you you have to be a little bit more tougher, you know what I mean, to be dealing with that. You know what I'm talking about? Freaks come out at night. What's? You know, but I feel like daytime adventures, that's more for like family type people, you know what I mean? Like they got kids they want to take and go do stuff, or you want to go take your kids to explore some things. That's for all that, which is cool. But you know what I mean? I'm out here in these streets.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of feel that. I like to start with the daytime adventures and roll into the nighttime adventure.
Oh, you all day with yours, huh?
Yeah, I mean, why we gotta just pick one? How come it can't be both? Let's roll on into it. Because we can't let the party just stop because it becomes nighttime or daytime. Just keep rolling. Stop when you stop. Have fun as long as you can.
This motherfucker talking about he sleep when he dead.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right. Exactly. That's what the casket for, right? That's Cloverfield, baby.
God damn. God damn.
Wow. I'm probably a day person. I'm sorry. Like, I've had my days of, the hard nights and shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I still get up if there's a lady involved. Sure, yeah, we'll still get up to there. But like, I just rather like, all right, let's do this daytime shit, and I'm trying to be home by like 9 because.
Oh no, my brother. Oh no.
No, that's when it starts. That's just when it just getting popping. You know what I mean? Wait. You know what I mean? You just had your second shot at 9 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Day drink throughout the day, chill, have fun. There's day parties nowadays, so you do the day thing, and then that way you be like, all right, now I'm gonna go bed, chill out, relax, catch up my shows and then sleep. Like,
my shows.
No. Hey, man, while you in there watching the A-Team and Matlock, we'll be out here in the streets. We'll be out here in these streets, man.
Hey, look, they're trying to figure out who shot JR.
Look, I got like 5 of them nights a year in me. But we can't be doing that like all the damn time, bro. Like I can
Hey,
go out
speak
at
for
night.
yourself. We
I
can
go
do
out at
that.
night, but I'm saying no. If we going hard at night, I got like 5 of them in me per year. After that, it's just like we ain't got time to be doing this shit. Ain't nothing good happening after 12. You feel me? Like,
Oh man.
But that's the point.
Oh, man. That's the point. You supposed to go make something good happen after 12. Shit.
That's right.
That's the point. Be out there in these streets, man.
And I'm saying I understand that, but it's just like, bro, like just on an average night, like it's like, let's get it done by 9. Like I got shit to do the next day. That's what I'm saying.
I feel you. I feel you.
I feel you,
But that's what the weekend is for, though, right? That's what the weekend is for. You turn up from Friday to Sunday, 8 p.m. Sunday, you know, so you can be ready for work on Monday.
And that's where his day party comes in, because you can be, you know what I mean, 11 a.m. on Sunday to what, 6 o'clock on Sunday evening, get ready for, bed at 8 so you can be ready. I guess. Right. I don't know how old people do it. What you talking about, Marlon?
How's
it work?
I've gotten pretty shitty before 7, and it's like, oh, bet I'm gonna love laying in my bed tonight. Like, it's not like shit, like we still out here. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, nah, bruh. Like, let's get to the point, and then let's just go home. Like, shit.
I feel you. I feel you on that. I do.
I don't. Let me tell you, man. I'm out here in these streets, G. The sun goes down, staying around the town. You know what I mean? We out here.
I hear you.
Nighttime for the win, man. I guess we all just gonna be different on this. That's cool though. I like that.
I get both of you cats' perspective. That's why I chose day and night.
Boy, yeah, you definitely partied in the 80s, nigga. Because
Hey, my mama might be watching. Don't be talking about that.
What's wrong, motherfucker?
She don't know about that part of me.
Because goddamn, you can do day and night like that, G. I don't know. You just
it takes
sun down.
It takes practice.
I better do.
Shout out to my practice partners.
Oh man. What else we got, Mr. Marley?
You're on a 3-hour ride. Would you rather ride in somebody's car that's dirty, a dirty car, or would you rather ride in a smelly car?
3 hours. Can I jump off with that one first?
Go for it.
Absolutely.
All right, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and take the dirty ride. Cause I can move that stuff to the back or whatever, and I'll be the good. And 9 times out of 10, if they ride dirty, bro, they probably got some leftover Big Macs in there or something. So we get some snacks along the way, right? But if you're funky for 3 hours, hell no, player. Just let me out. I take the bus or Uber, whatever. I can't roll with no funky.
Especially if it's raining outside or something, you can't roll down the window. Like,
oh man,
no, player, no.
I'm risking that. If it's raining, fuck it. I'm roll my window down, Jack, because I'm out. Head out the window. I can't do this.
Yeah, look, stick your head out the window like a dog, like.
Yeah. The first policeman I see, I'm yelling kidnap because stop this vehicle. It's stinking here. Please help me. I can't do it. I got a very sensitive olfactory sense, so like the slightest mustiness, I'm just like, hey man, you know what I mean? No, I can't do it. I just like, motherfucking do it.
Did you miss the soap and water this morning, my brother?
I wouldn't say they missed it. they might have gave me some
scares that it was good morning. I'd be scared to get in my clothes and rub off on me.
Exactly. And then when you get to where you going, people gonna be looking at you like,
It wasn't me. It was my ride. It was my ride, movie. You
right. Like, sure, it was your ride. Sure.
Nigga, you walked up here. We smell you.
You can't be rolling with those people who dry wash. That don't work.
Exactly. Y'all know who y'all are too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're still the person in there spraying Axe the body spray on yourselves instead of hopping in the shower.
Right. Look, after they come from working out for like 2 hours, and then they're like,
man,
play.
Tragedy.
Nah.
Ain't no such thing as a shower in a can, people.
Exactly.
Get your ass in that damn shower.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we both go.
I guess we all going the same way on this one. Ain't nobody riding that smelly car. We gonna ride in the dirty car.
You can't do it, dude.
I'll put some shit. I get in the dirty car. At least I can put some paper down or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. You can shuffle stuff to the side. You know? You're like, hey, homie, put all this shit in the trunk. You know?
That part. As a matter of fact, you get in the trunk too. I drive.
Right? Exactly.
I drive. You get in the trunk too. We be all right.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. Which one? This is the interview one. What was it? It was
Oh, I got you. Which one is more stressful?
There you go.
Going on a first date with your major crush, and I'm talking major. You thinking about your future with this person, right?
Right.
Or going to a job interview for a very well-paying job, like high-paying. You up in them six and a half figures right there, and you have to nail that motherfucker to get it.
Oh, well, here, this is what I'm gonna say. It's the job, man. It's the job all the way. Because we're talking 6 figures, executive style, it's the job all the way. The woman, you know, I already know she kind of like me. You know, so it's like that makes it a little bit easier, right?
Yeah.
Job, man, because you mess the job up, that messes with your income. You know, and we can't have none of that, especially living out here in Cali, bro. You know,
say that shit.
Hey,
let me throw a monkey wrench in it.
Come
as
on,
far as on the first date, you have to nail this because you already had been fucking up. And if you let this one get away, you know what I mean, you just let it get away. You cannot bug it up.
All right, well, here we go. So I'm gonna go to the interview and get the job, and then I'm gonna go to the date and be like, hey, baby, I'm the new executive who. Get with your boy. What's happening? See, it's a win-win. You got to make it work for you.
Nah, G. G, don't work like that. You gonna go on this date and still do what you do, or you gonna go to this interview, nail it, and be the Mr. Man around town.
All right.
Which one is more stressful? Which one are you worried about more?
Honestly, dude, it's the job. It's the job because to me, the job holds more weight and value because that's my finances, bro. I can't live if I don't get the means that I need. This woman might not want to be with me, but there will be another one. I mean, I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. It's the job, man. That's what we all work for.
I
want to hear y'all's perspective. See where y'all at on it.
I'm going to that interview. Absolutely. I'm gonna be stressed out because I'm not even gonna stress out because to me, interviews, they don't stress me out. Meaning I can talk to anybody as well as I can talk to you. It don't matter who I'm talking to. I already put myself in that position to feel like that. I refuse to let somebody else's opinion dictate how I'm going to behave. You know what I mean? I have to be 100% me at all times. I don't really fake a lot of shit. You know what I mean? So that's how I am right now. I might clean up the language a little bit, but I'm still gonna behave just like this. Interview, church, baptism, you know what I mean? It don't matter.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? It don't matter. This is who I is all day. So the fact that you're trying to offer me this job, cool. This is how I'm gonna talk to everybody. Obviously got your attention enough this way. That's what I was seeing anyways.
Okay, so then you're saying which one did you decide though? I guess I missed that.
Oh, I guess I would be more stressed on the first date because interviews don't stress me. I would be more worried about that first date.
Really?
I guess, but yeah, because even then, like I said, I'm not worried about a interview. That shit never phases me. You know how people used to take the little standardized testing and be
Uh-huh.
stressing out and work? Never, never have I ever. You know what I mean? I was cool as a cucumber, finished that shit up, always finished in the 98th, 99th percentile, all that bullshit.
Uh-huh.
And it just never phases me. Pressure like that don't phase me. The pressure of somebody I'm trying to, you know what I mean, potentially tap on a regular basis, a little different. You know what I mean?
See, for me though, you know, because the whole interview process, no matter what level, for me it makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Because you have to sit down there and true, you can be yourself, but you got to sell yourself. You got to say what they want to hear to allow you to be a part of their establishment. So right there, that makes me very nervous because suppose I don't say the right thing, or suppose my mannerisms aren't like they should be. So when it comes to dating, I'm more comfortable because it's a more relaxed atmosphere, right? And 9 times out of 10, if she my major crush, and we agreed to have a date, she kind of liked me a little bit. She gotta kind of like me a little bit, right? So that eases my pressure, you know. So I think I'm halfway winning if I get you to come out with me.
But they gotta like you halfway to get you to even give you an interview. It's almost the same thing. They ain't just bringing in anybody.
Some credentials that brought you into the interview, brother.
And they said, you know what? I like this guy's qualifications. Let's bring him in. Let's see how it goes.
True.
So you're already getting benefit of the doubt.
But at the end of the day, you know, if you don't secure that position, obviously you really want it. If you don't secure that position, it hurts you a lot more than if you don't get your major crush.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm putting the value at.
Yeah.
Okay. I dig it. I can dig that. I must respectfully disagree just because, you know what I mean? But I can dig it. I understand it.
Right.
I think from my experience, like I'm kind of similar where I've always interviewed well. Like, yeah, I get butterflies before, but like once you sit down and you've gone over shit, as long as I know what the job is and like the description and, you know, what I'm applying for, like I've always done well in that. So that really doesn't stress me. As long as I know what I'm doing or like talking about, like as far as the actual job and the background that goes behind it, I don't think I'll be too nervous in that situation. But I think with dating is different because like me being a new woman, like I'm not nervous at all. Like that's just we meeting. But to say a major crush, it's like shit, I want that. And it's probably like I think I have a feeling where I want it too much. So it's like I start fucking like not freezing up, but like, you know, you're out of your element a little bit. It's like, fuck, like I'm fucking this up. Like, why can't I just treat this bitch like a normal chick?
I knew it. I knew he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. He was like, he gonna call her a bitch. Right?
My bad. You know, my bad. I'm overthinking it, and it's like when you overthink it, it's like, oh shit. So yeah, I think it'd be more stressful trying to date your crush than like trying to get a job for me personally, because I'm always at ease once I'm in the interview and we're just talking.
Yeah, see, I'm the total opposite, man. My anxiety rolls up. I get nervous. I mean, rises up. I get nervous, bro. I'm getting nervous now, and I already got a job. Nah.
Just saying. Oh man, I like that question, man. We might have to run that one back with other people if we happen to have other people on.
I'm with that.
Definitely. All right, yo, we're gonna go into some music questions now. Gonna be some hurt feelings. Gonna be some hurt
Hey,
feelings, but we gonna get
I'm
into
ready
it.
to hurt him.
Let's go. Let's go.
Straight off top. Let's start with the R&B. Luther or Ron Isley?
You want to take
I'm
that
going
now?
Luther. I'm going
You want
Luther.
Going
Big
Luther.
Luther at that. Don't give me skinny Luther. Give me big Luther. Chicken eating Luther. You know what I mean? I want all that. I want all that. I want all that.
Okay.
Look,
All right.
Ron Isley coming out with the sheer shirt. You know what I mean? The shit tied at the bottom. We saw you, Ron. You're a player now, and you was the player back then because that was the fashion. But I could have never agreed with that '70s fashion when he had. That's the shit I was like, nah, player. He had that black shirt with the taco meat out, tied
You got
right
to
here.
let the chest breathe. You gotta let them bitches breathe sometimes.
I mean, I wasn't feeling that. Now, don't get me wrong. The man's very talented. Sings his ass off. Gets all these bitches, but I still got to go Luther, man. Because he was repping for the big brothers before, you know what I mean? We knew what to do with.
Okay. All right.
I'm with Luther. I'm with Luther.
Oh
House is
man.
not home.
See, that's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one for me because both of them, in my opinion, are powerhouse vocalists. Both
Absolutely.
Both of them
Absolutely.
making music, man. I mean, it's
Absolutely.
like you, Ron Isley and the Isley brothers. Oh my goodness, man! That's countless hits. Luther, man, Luther could sing the alphabet. Motherfuckers would be like, yeah. But at the same time, I think Ron Isley could sing the alphabet and be like, damn, he bad.
Yeah.
So it's in my opinion, it's really close. But I gotta go with Luther.
I'm trying to tell you.
House not home, baby.
I'm tell you, the bad boy sang it. You know
Man, Luther, man. Yeah, Luther's bad. I miss that brother.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, man.
I'm
Marlon?
gonna go Ron Isley straight up. Luther
Okay.
he might be the better vocalist. His songs though, they're not my.
Okay.
I don't know. It's just something not hidden for me all the way. Love his voice, I get it, but Ron Isley, I mean, he gives you a little bit of everything. He makes you feel it in your soul. Like it ain't about the tone of his voice and all that. Like it's the conviction in it. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
So when he sings
okay.
and then he goes to like between the sheets and
yeah,
he just make you feel it.
Yeah, okay.
I
wish
feel like
Luther
Ron
would've
Isley's
teamed
music
up.
is all. Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
I wish Luther would have linked up with I know this is probably before his time or after his time a little bit. Babyface, freaking Jimmy Jam and them. Because I kind of wanted a little bit more, but I understand why he kind of stayed in that lane, in that pocket, because he was perfect and he had the perfect voice.
You feel
right?
But I can't feel like bumping Luther like that. You feel me?
See, I am. I mean, Luther was like butter, bro. That you just slide the knife through. Like Luther was just smooth, man. It's like, but don't
absolutely.
Ron Isley, man, and Mr. Biggs. I mean, they both contributed greatly to the culture, the music.
Absolutely.
That's why I say it was a tough decision, but I often find myself listening more to Luther than I do Ron Isley or the Isley brothers.
I feel like Luther made love music, whereas Ron Isley made love making music. You know what I mean? He's more of a player, as Ron Isley is. He's more of a player. He wants the women to feel comfortable. That's why his voice carries that, that conviction in it, because that shit opens these ladies up, right? Luther, he is singing love. You know what I mean? He is in pure unity up in that voice. You know what I mean? Like,
in like a
god damn,
delicate
brother, you
manner.
was
There's nothing wrong with that, but it's
Right, right.
delicate. You know, it's
absolutely
like
not.
not too
Yeah.
hard, but not too soft. It's like, all right. But Ron Isley tell it, hey, I'm a man with needs. This is what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
like
Exactly.
I just like that perspective.
He's like, hello, wait till I get you between those sheets. I'm gonna make you shout.
Exactly.
Exactly. Exactly.
Right,
He's telling
right.
the bitch a house is not a home without you there.
That's
Come
right.
on now. Come on now.
Superstar. Come on now.
Luther, he
Come
seemed
on,
like
man.
that delicate dude, like not delicate like weak, but he kind of shy and shit. Like, okay, like
He
like
was.
nah, I'm telling you how it is. Like, hey, I love the way you receive.
No,
it. Like,
definitely.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Ain't
Luther
no
ain't direct like
mystery. Hey, that's right. Hey, no, but hey, and Ron Isley just celebrated a birthday recently. He just turned 80 years old. So shout
That
out
he
to Ron
did.
Isley, man.
Shout out to Ron. Definitely.
Shout
Keep
out.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, man. And don't get me wrong, it was really close, but I'm still just going Luther.
right,
You
Plus,
right.
I
know,
feel like
I
I
was
could ride
raised
out
on more
more.
Luther too.
I could ride out to a Ron Isley, like, and just in the whip. And then, later on, we could go to the love songs. And, when I'm with my girl, I could play Ron Isley. I can't really ride out to Luther like that. Like, not every
Put on
song. Like, there's some songs in there, but,
when you
like,
get in your
not
car
every
tomorrow
song.
morning. When you get in your car tomorrow morning, turn on the Bad Boys singing and see if that don't get you ready for your day.
No, I like that. I like that. I like
Oh,
that
come
song,
on,
but I'm
Jack.
saying, like, a lot of his songs are a lot slower. Like, I'm not listening to that on the lunch break. You know what I mean? Like, but some Isley come on. Like, some Isley come on. Like, I ain't heard this song in a minute. I'm gonna crank that up. Like,
Okay. All right. I feel you on that.
I feel it. I feel
Ron
it.
just gave you a little bit more variety. There was love songs, but then there was other stuff. There's
That's
political.
true. They
There was
did
other
rock, they did all kinds of stuff. Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah,
true.
that's true too. They
So
were
I
a
just
little bit
kind of like
more
that
variety
variety.
types
Yeah, they did have a
Yes.
big variety.
for sure. But I appreciate them both very much.
Oh,
No
I was
doubt.
just raised more on Luther, so I'm going
I
Luther.
feel you. I feel you.
Lufa.
Rest in
Luther
peace.
all day.
Let's go into some rap shit again.
Let's do
Would
it.
you rather be down with NWA or Juice Crew? Juice Crew, they got Big Daddy Kane, Master Ace, Biz Marquee, Roxanne Shante, Coogee Rap, like a lot of legends. You got
Right.
NWA, Cube, Dre, Ren, Yella, Easy E, one of the biggest groups ever. So, who y'all siding with?
West, y'all. I see you over
You
there.
know what I mean? Look, man, NWA. They was the ones that took the political part of fuck the police out and just went straight to fuck the police. You know what I mean? They weren't even trying to be subtle with it. They weren't trying to hide it in a lyric. They just straight up said, fuck the police. You couldn't even say most of their album or not album, but song titles without cussing. So you couldn't really buy it without cussing. You know what I mean? Had that edge right off the rip. You got legendary producer Dr. Dre, Ice Cube songwriting everybody, Easy E. Come on, man. The man says it himself. Ren, Yella, they doing their damn thing. I didn't see no Juice Crew movie.
Oh, they was making one. They was making one, but there was some, some business that fell through. But I'm glad you picked that.
Okay.
Before we get to you, Will,
Go ahead.
you just went to a bad situation in which the manager was fucking most of the group pretty much out of their money. Yeah, you didn't want to go to Bad Boy Records when we was doing the Bad Boy F thing.
Hey, let me tell you something. Sir. Nobody really knew Jerry Heller was doing that, right? Until Easy decided to be like, yo, I'm sticking with Jerry Heller. Well, where's my money, motherfucker? That's what broke up NWA.
Nah, they was
They was
trying to
trying
sign
to.
contracts. Cube said, "Hey, nah, something ain't right. Let me
Right,
get my
With my
right,
own
money.
lawyer." Yes.
Yeah,
So
right.
you rather get fucked out of your money? Okay, just say that, bro. Like, I mean,
bruh.
but keep it consistent.
Says the man who's rolling with Diddy.
Hey,
All right
hey,
then.
I'm just
Hey,
saying, you can't contradict.
I'm just saying. Mr.
Not
Will,
the one, and then yeah, I mean, like, come on, bro.
man,
Wow.
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
bro.
Wow. Okay. Well. Oh my goodness. Well, that's a tough one for me too, as well, because man, the Juice Crew. I mean, first of all, I'm a Big Daddy Kane fan, bruh. The Prince of Darkness. You know that brother. Whenever he put words together, they just manifested into something that was just wonderful. You
Yeah,
know, and I love some Cool G rap. I love some Cool G rap, man.
exactly,
That cut talk
Okay.
like sex, bruh. Come on, man. Come on.
exactly.
And the one thing I like about him was that, you know, he had a lisp
Yeah,
and he became that, you know,
yeah,
and still was
Yeah.
one of the best rappers, man. And we ain't even gonna talk about Roxanne Shante. I
yeah.
mean,
She was bad,
battle
bro.
rapper,
She, she
bruh.
was she was she was bad too.
She was a battle rapper. Nas used to watch her on the streets when she was doing stuff. Right? So
That's
I
true.
influenced Nas. I mean, it's like, but NWA, you know, they changed the culture of the game, you know, because nobody was doing what they was doing when they came out, bro. I mean, they talked about what was going on in their neighborhoods, what was happening in their streets, the things that they seen. You know, they shined a light on the hood, the West Coast hood, that needed to be shown, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, people were unaware, except those people that were in the hood,
it
right?
was
That's
really good
true.
CNN. It really
Right,
was.
right. So, I
Exactly.
mean, I appreciate both of them, but if I had to pick one, dude, I gotta go with the West, man. I gotta go with NWA, bro. I
Cause
gotta
I'm the
go.
type of nigga that's built to last. You fuck with me,
Man,
I put my foot in your ass. Come on
them
now.
beats and what they was talking about, and just the groups that came after them,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
Right?
they paved the way. I mean,
Absolutely.
that means a lot. So yeah, NWA, shout out.
Marlon, who's your official decision?
I tend to lean more east sometimes, like when it comes to the rap. Cause I mean, I just a lot of my favorite groups are out that way. But like, just if I'm like a rapper and I'm thinking like, should I go Juice Crew? Should I go NWA? I want to be able to get a chance to shine, and I think I'd be able to shine in NWA because I mean, essentially you got two rappers, and that's Cube and Ren. If I could be that third, like full time rapper, you know what I mean? Like I could
But
make
Easy was a rapper.
huh? Yeah, but they wrote for him. You know what I mean? Like he
Right.
was a rapper. Dre rap too, but like he wasn't a rapper, right? You know, like I could probably make a name for myself in NWA. Juice Crew, you got some heavy hitters.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, that's
talking.
good.
Some
I
real
ain't never
heavy
getting no
hitters.
shine. I ain't never
That's
getting no
good.
shine.
Hell, some
There's no
of them
way
ain't
for
even
me to
getting no
sit
shine
down.
over Biz Marquee. You
Yeah,
know what
that's
I
what I'm
mean?
saying. Reverend Biz was so popular, just being that comedy relief and all that. And it's just like, bro, you can't fuck with any of these dudes. And
No, you
even Shan. Shan was pretty big at one point, and then all them other guys came in, and you know they rose their stock. And it's just like, bro, like you can't compete with all that. That's a lot of talent. I'd rather take my chances in NWA, where like Easy don't always have to rap, Dre don't always have to rap, but me, Cube,
That's
and
true.
Ren could just do our thing. And then when Cube left, it could be me and Ren, and then you know Dre step up a little bit more.
right, right,
Yeah, I'm
right.
rolling with NWA.
There you go. We all in agreement. There you
I
go.
just I just have my own lawyer. I ain't playing no game that much.
Yeah.
Hey man, hindsight is 2020, man. In this scenario, we gonna pretend we didn't know what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly. Man.
For sure. That's a good one, boy. That's a good one.
Yeah.
But you know
I
what,
like the
man?
music debates.
I actually like Dre's rap voice, man.
Oh, definitely.
I
He
think
lowers it too many octaves. Have you ever heard him speak naturally?
yeah, I
It's
have.
rather high pitched. It's almost at my voice level.
It worked
Uh,
for him.
yeah, I mean
It
it
did.
does. And I was watching a documentary where he said he doesn't like his rap voice.
That's crazy.
I was like, wow,
That is
because
crazy.
I think he has a great rap voice, man.
He does.
Because granted, he doesn't write, but like as far as rapper producers go, like he's one of the top ones ever. Like just
True.
off of the way
Ever.
the way he executes the verses and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
he doesn't
Yeah,
sound
so
like
if you don't like his rap voice, why'd he keep
he
it?
sound like a rapper. But we know he don't
Right.
write, so it's like, he a rapper producer.
Right. Well, his thing is just really to be the producer, but you know, obviously, at some point in time, he gotta
Write
get
that verse real quick, yeah. So
Yeah.
because it's my album, write the verse real quick for me. All right.
right.
But he always lands it. That's the thing. So
Yeah, he does, man. He does. Wow.
That's crazy. I did not know he didn't like his voice. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Cool.
all right, we got one more big one. We've been saving this one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Ruthless, and that's my label. My bad. Go ahead.
Michael Jackson or Prince?
Ooh. Michael Jackson.
Looking
or Prince.
at the man in the mirror. Don't get me wrong, man. Love both of those dudes. Like a lot. Like, look, man, those are some of the most influential entertainers to ever have walked this planet since Jesus Christ, if he had existed. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I think you need to say that again for the people that might not have heard you.
You know what I'm saying? Me? Two of the most talented people ever to do anything, to be a human, to come out and do something, to exist. Those two. And we are lucky enough to be born in the lifetime to experience that. You know what I mean? What a time to be alive, you understand?
Exactly.
That being said, Prince, he does everything. He'll write the song, he'll play the instruments for the beats of the song, he'll perform the song. There's nothing he doesn't do for each song. There's a vault somewhere locked up with just apparently years and years and years worth of Prince music.
Right.
Yep.
And that's not even a joke. Like, it's years and years and years worth of Prince music.
Right.
That can be released. And Mike, that poor man, they exploited this man since he was 5 years old. I say exploited because, you know what I mean, he wanted to get on there, according to the documentary. He wanted to do it to be with his brothers, which I understand. Every little brother wants to, you know, hang out with the big kids, right?
Right.
But there was a point where we needed to let this man have a break, and we just never did. So I do feel bad. So, man, it's really a tough decision for me. I'm gonna go ahead and think on it a little bit. Y'all go ahead.
Oh, you're gonna be a bitch about it. Okay. All right, just say that.
Oh man.
Fucked up.
All that talking doesn't say I'm a C. You know, all right. I mean, hey.
Yeah, no. Because look, Mike, he didn't produce his music. However, he could sing the song or sing the beat that he wanted. Does that make sense? Like, he would sing the beat that he wanted, and whoever was in the booth would be like,
yeah.
He could sing the tune that he wanted. He just couldn't play it. So it's like, do the tune like this, and he would sing it, and the motherfucker pick up,
Right.
and I was like, oh shit.
Itself, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. Who does that? But Quincy Jones, hell of a motherfucker for putting, you know, up with Michael and all his demands, because Mike had some demands in that booth. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm sure Prince did as well.
Prince was the booth.
He was the booth. But at the same time, you got to realize, though, Prince had several groups as well.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And I'm sure he brought the demands on those group members, you know, so because both of those cats were perfectionists.
Absolutely.
So everything had to be like they thought it should be, just like James Brown.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mr.
And
Brown.
That's right. That's right.
The inner fan in me wants to just say Mike all day, but I have to appreciate Prince.
Exactly.
And I really do, but I'm just gonna have to go Mike off of just my personal preference at this point. Mike was a goddamn killer out there, man. Ain't nobody else sell out a country, stand on the stage for 20 minutes and everybody fainting and screaming still, and you ain't did nothing. You just standing there. You ain't saying no notes. You ain't hum no bars. You're standing there looking cool, and motherfuckers is passing out and screaming their head out in front of the entire country. I'm going Mike, man.
All right. Well, here's what I think. From a musicality perspective, Prince was just amazing. I mean, the fact that this man produced everything, pretty much everything on all his tracks. And he was very versatile. He could get into any genre and do whatever, and he produced countless hits for other artists as well. I mean,
still to this day.
Yeah, I mean, the dude had it all. I mean, he could do whatever he wanted to do. Now we switched to Michael. Michael was a performer. He was one of the greatest performers. I mean, he, just like you alluded to earlier, I mean, he had show-stopping concerts. He was selling out concerts in other countries where I don't think anybody else was doing that at that time. I mean,
maybe the Beatles.
Maybe
the Beatles.
Not like that.
Not exactly. Not like that.
That was another level.
He changed the way people did videos. I mean,
absolutely.
It's just they both were amazing. They both were amazing in their own right. And it's really close and it's hard to decide, but I often find myself listening to more Michael than I do Prince. So I'm gonna roll with Michael.
Good. I'm glad y'all said that because y'all both wrong. I'm going Prince. I mean, you see the tattoo? I'm going Prince. Like, let's keep it real. Okay.
Tatted on me.
Michael had big albums in his latter part of his career. Because he went on a spell where it was like maybe 3 or 4 of them that was whack. And then it was like, I got to get with somebody. Oh, Quincy, come here. And then he saved them with the Off the Wall. And then from there, he just took off. But you got Off the Wall.
Jump this man right now.
You got Off the Wall. You got Thriller. You got Bad. That's a great 3-album run. Dangerous, but the run that Prince had in the 80s, Michael ain't fucking with that. Like, so many damn classic albums he dropped in the 80s. They weren't as massive as Michael because of, he just came into his own as an artist and a performer, and he caught him at a wrong time. At a wrong time. Like, if Prince was just by himself in the 80s, he would have ran that shit. But like, he's going up against Thriller, like the best selling albums of all time. Like, of course people are gonna think that, oh, those are better than Prince's shit. But really, 1999, Sign of the Times, Parade, he's got classics throughout the whole damn decade. And he dropping them like every fucking year. Like, there's no, I don't see it. It's not even close. Like, to me personally, I love Michael's albums. But if we going hit for hit, album for album, Prince got him. Like, Prince came out with a greatest hit with his B-sides. You know what I mean? Like, let's just keep it real. Let's keep it real.
All right. I'm glad you're keeping it real. Because I want to interject a little bit.
Okay.
a little bit. You know, first of all, Michael's albums were so popular that he could ride them out for years. He didn't have to keep coming out with albums year after year after year because his albums just continued to rise. Everybody wanted to hear what he had to say. And I like Prince. Don't get me wrong. But Prince, he had all those albums out, but within some of those albums was some weird songs, my brother. You kind of wonder. You was like, okay, where's Prince at on this one? What was he thinking about? You didn't have to worry about that with Michael. So watch yourself, player. You talking about the King?
Mike played it safe. Okay, Prince. I'm not gonna lie, Prince. He was out there at times, but at times exploring the artistry. He was a true artist. He was exploring, like, where could he go with shit? It kind of lost some people. But in hindsight, you looking back, like, you know what? I see what he was doing there, and you see the genius in it.
So you understood it, is what you saying? You understood it.
I'm in hindsight.
Bro, he got a song called "Do Me, Baby," where he's making the noise of the female.
Okay, bro, it's a song. Like,
you couldn't just get a female to do it. You had to do it yourself, Prince.
Because while he was doing all that, he was dating some of the baddest chicks in the game. So let's not.
I will definitely give you that.
Now,
I definitely give you that.
I'm glad you brought up the whole "Do Me, Baby" thing because that takes us to a whole nother side. Because if you compare slow songs between Prince and Michael, hands down, all day long is Prince.
Easy. Absolutely.
In my opinion,
songs like that.
In my opinion, Prince could have put out like a double disc of just slow songs, and that would have just sold mega millions. Because if you just think about the catalog of his slow songs alone, I mean, it's just so many. It's just so many. Whereas Michael did more of those, upbeat jams that he could dance to and do the moonwalk to and all that. So
absolutely.
Prince was more versatile with his music. So that's why I said musicality wise, Prince is the man.
I think
absolutely
Prince was a genius. And like that's why he had so much output. He couldn't stop thinking. He had to be creating and making shit. And not to say that Michael wasn't a genius, but like a lot of what Michael had in his arsenal, he kind of built himself up to that. You know what I mean? So like, I mean, that like as far as his dancing goes, that's where he focused a lot of his energy in because that was a big part of him, the performance.
Right.
He would practice for hours until like probably his feet would be bleeding sometime. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I mean, it's different levels to it. Like if you're just talking about the music portion of it, being in the studio and creating, Mike could beatbox and all that. But Prince was picking up the guitars, he's picking up everything, figuring it out, producing whole albums by himself. The first time album, he did that all by himself, and then had Morris Day record the vocals to it. You feel me? Like, so it's like Prince. I don't know. It's just Prince, man. Like musically, it's Prince, but everything else, okay, you can put Michael. Cool. But track for track, what you saying, album, track for track, album for album, going Prince.
We get what you're saying, Marlon. I get that you're saying, like, look, when it comes to building an actual song from scratch, Prince, you can't fuck with Prince, which is true. If you have to if you just had to put two studios next to each other, okay, and Prince go in one and Mike come out in the other, Prince is gonna come out much faster and probably with a better song, right?
Oh, easily.
And he gonna do it all himself.
Right.
And he built that shit all himself. So, but Mike gonna come out, he gonna have a video to go with it, a routine to go with it, a performance to go. You know what I mean? He gonna have some shit to go with his. it's gonna have accessories, if you will, to go along with that
It's
song.
easy to do
But it's
that
still
when
gonna
you
slap.
but it's easy to do that when you don't have to focus on. And not saying he wasn't involved; he was definitely involved, but he didn't have to focus on it like that, like as much as Prince did. He had Motown backing when he first was young, and then when he went through that dry spell, he got with Quincy, and Quincy helped quarterback it for him. So it's just like, bro, he's got these major people that are making sure he stays in the right direction as far as the music goes, so he can focus on that
Right, but
dancing and
it's
all
not
that
that
stuff.
Prince couldn't. It's just that he was a control freak. He wouldn't let nobody else help, really. Even Mickey
Definitely,
Free
but I
said
mean,
that.
your boy's, I mean, he's self-made, bro. Like,
I'm just
Motown
saying,
didn't
it's
do
not
it.
like
Warner Brothers didn't do it for him. Shit,
nah,
they just put out
absolutely
the
they didn't.
albums.
Actually. But
They
no,
just put out the
I'm pretty
albums
sure people wanted to help Prince and put their input on it, but Prince just wouldn't let him.
because he was
Straight
a
up.
genius. And
Well,
genius motherfuckers, they a little off sometimes. I'll admit it. Genius motherfuckers are off, and that's why.
Often. They're
Yeah,
often off.
yeah, that's why he was so quirky and off, because it was like, you know what? But he's a genius at what he does, so I
yeah,
can't say.
But does that excuse the assless chaps?
yeah. And the ruffle skirts.
Imagine your ass cheeks is just the wind touching your ass cheeks, and you still with the baddest chick in the game. She down with it.
Nah.
The nigga was wearing heels.
Oh
He was
man,
still down with it.
I can't go for it, G. I
He was
can't go
wearing
for it.
heels and ruffle prom shirts.
I would have
You understand me?
he pulled it off. It's like shit. Hey, you a bold
He pulled it
motherfucker.
off.
Yeah. Now, one thing
Amazing.
about Prince was he had some style about him. That's for sure. He had that swagger about him, man.
He committed to that.
I don't
shit.
know, man. You out there
Okay,
doing
what y'all
splits in
saying?
6-inch heels and speedo. I don't know, man.
Well, let's
I don't
fast
know.
forward past that. But I mean, in the later years, some of them suits he was wearing and all of that, and from what I understand, he designed a lot of his stuff or had a tailor on site that was hooking his gear up for him. So, because he wore some of the nicest suits, bro.
Yeah, later on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was very flamboyant with them suits.
yeah, he
You would have
was.
thought he was a
But
pimp.
Michael, he was still wearing the loafers, shiny socks and stuff. His style wasn't really there, His fashion wasn't there, but he wasn't focusing on that part,
That's like you ain't gonna give him the sparkling glove, that
Still had to live
iconic
all that
hat.
with
Still look like
and the hat,
Hey,
it
man.
was
So let's say it's prom night. It's 80s prom night for you. You got a chance to go to Michael Jackson. I mean, go dressed up like Michael Jackson in Thriller or Prince in Purple Rain. Which you going as?
oh, dude, I'm putting on the Thriller
What you
jacket.
taking?
I'm putting on the Thriller
I'm like,
jacket.
Thriller jacket. I ain't put on a blouse, bro.
I'm just saying. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like y'all saying he got swag and style, but you wouldn't even fuck with it.
I could be having ruffles and shit. Like. But
Yeah, in the 80s, dude, we weren't wearing ruffles like that. I mean, I think Prince pulled that from the 70s. I don't know.
I'm trying to say, look, Prince did it and he worked. And I'm
It
just
did
saying,
work. It did
but
work.
it didn't work for me. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
man. I'm taking that Thriller jacket all day.
Yeah,
Prince
it is.
carried that cross so that people could dress how they want today. You know what I mean? Like, because he took some hits for that shit. But like now, if you wanted to dress like that shit, you could. Andre 3000, he wouldn't have been able to dress all goofy like he was in them videos without Prince. Because Prince took that.
That's true.
But he
That's
wasn't
true.
wearing the assed out chaps, though.
You gotta be a
You
bold
couldn't walk by and you get a glimpse.
That one right there, dog.
Yeah. I mean, he was sitting on the seats and shit. Like, come on, bro. Like,
I don't want to sit there no more, G.
on my couch, bro. Come on, man.
Right.
Come on, man. You know, and here's the other thing. I think for Andre 3K, because he was dressing normal like an Atlanta nigga when they first came out.
That it was.
I think he didn't start doing all that weird shit until he started fucking with Erykah Badu.
That could be it too. But he's also a big Prince fan. So a motherfucker coming out with shoulder pads, football pads, and a platinum blonde wig, like, all right, come on, like, you trying your best Prince impression, and we get it. And even some people wasn't feeling that, but ultimately, that really is what blew Outkast up to the masses, because he was trying to tap into that creativity that most rappers probably wasn't doing at the same time.
Right.
Everybody's on some mafioso shit or, you know, some gangster shit.
Right, exactly.
But, you know, that was Prince out there with the ass out. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm just saying.
You know who's gonna enjoy this part?
Who?
Avery. She gonna enjoy this part here, boy.
She probably will. But I'm wondering this. Okay, so was Prince wearing the assless chaps because maybe he couldn't afford all the pants at that time? Layaway or something? Doing installment payments, they was gonna put the booty cheeks in later. I mean, what was going on with that?
I don't know what it is.
But all Michael's gear was complete. I'm just saying.
I wish somebody would have walked up to Mike like, "Hey, Mike, you want to wear this?" He went, "Where's the ass at?" I can't wear this. No. My mother is watching. Catherine is watching. You know.
Right.
I don't know. I can't explain. Like I said, like, hey, my boy was out there for me. Like,
he was, dude. He was.
Absolutely.
Like, shit. But I mean,
ended up dating Carmen Electra when she was really, really bad. So
that's genius. I mean,
I can't really say.
Well, everybody he dated was bad. Sure.
Yeah. All right, look. I think it was Apollonia. What is her name? Did he date Vanity? Yeah, he did date Vanity, right?
Vanity
and then Carmen Electra. Yeah.
And then they broke up, and he brought Apollonia, and it was like, hey, I might as well start fucking you too. Like, fuck it. Like,
well, she looked just like Vanity, Apollonia, damn near.
Yeah.
So,
and then Sheila E., he did date Sheila E. for a second.
Yeah.
He did.
He was
having his fun now. He was definitely having his fun.
Mm-hmm. And that Michael, was little as hell, too.
Michael, see, Luther was singing songs for niggas like Michael because, you know.
Oh. No, you didn't.
No, you
didn't. No, you didn't. No.
What are you singing for, man? And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I got to call somebody on you. Where's my glasses? Where's my sunglasses? I got to put. Where's my Karen sunglasses at? I got to call somebody on you, Jack. You out of line.
Hey, bro.
You're wrong, brother. Saying. You're wrong.
I'm just saying, hey.
You're wrong, brother. You're wrong.
Prince was like 5'3" or something like that, wearing high heels and women's clothes, and still was some of the hottest starlets out there. And Michael, the biggest star in the world, and shit, he couldn't ever kiss Lisa Marie on the cheek and shit without being nervous. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm calling him how I see it, you know?
Yeah, I like how you called it out because you said Michael was the biggest star in the world. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, you can be the biggest star. That doesn't mean that the music adds up all out.
Hey man.
Yeah, it does.
Mike was never comfortable around other humans to begin with that weren't in the music business. You know what I mean?
What about Mike's baby mama after that?
They weren't in the music business. Mike was never really
What about what?
His baby mama after Lisa Marie. What about that one?
Oh,
biggest star in the world. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, well, see, you know, his personal relationships. We're not really talking about that. We're talking about the music, the entertainment.
Man, look, the only real knock I got on Mike is naming his son Blanket. Nah, bro, that ain't it, G.
But that's a nickname, though. That's a nickname.
I don't give a damn. You ain't gonna nickname nobody nothing soft. You understand me? Blanket, sheets, comforter, pillow. No. Bed set. Nah, nigga, mattress. None of that. None of that.
Michael, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. I mean, it's a reflection of who he was, and it's all good. I'm not, not judging him. Peter Pan and shit.
Like,
nigga.
Man, Michael ain't the most masculine motherfucker in the world.
But he can sing.
That's right. But he can sing.
He can sing. God damn. Well, so let's put it to the vote. We going Mike, you going Prince. I think that's how it rolled out, right?
Hey, it's cool. Even we voted for Trump. Even we voted Trump in office. Hey, it happens. Mistakes happen. Every now and then.
Boy, you talking reckless.
The Lakers got me fired up, so I'm saying
Yeah, you need to correct that shit. You voted Trump.
No, I didn't vote for Trump. I'm saying we voted him into office. So mistakes happen.
We didn't do shit.
Let's not act like mistakes didn't happen.
Yeah.
I was in Japan. I don't know. I wasn't in the country. I wasn't in the country. I'm saying shit. Something. I was in the country, but I wasn't here. I mean, that's on y'all.
It ain't on me. That's for sure. Oh,
you got any more of this or that?
Nah, man, that's it.
Or was that it?
Really? That's it? Oh, man.
Damn.
Dang.
Man.
That's something else.
Yeah.
Another great show. How you feel, man?
Man, I feel
Did this shit freeze? Oh,
no. What is that, 14 or 15?
I think this is 15.
15.
15, yeah.
It is.
We up there. We got 3 handfuls of shows now.
There we go. Yeah,
man. And I always like seriously, I can't be exactly. And like I say, man, I really can't wait to be doing this. Like, I just want to hurry up and get through the week so I can get back to doing this. You know what I mean? It's so much fun for me. Talking this shit.
It's good time.
Good old release. Always. But as always, thank you.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Will, for coming on again. Shit, it's always lively and fun.
Thanks for having me,
Absolutely.
man. I really appreciate it. It's a good time.
Anytime. Like we said, man, anytime you just feel like it, yeah, you go it's recording, absolutely. We're going to shoot you the invite every time. Every time. I don't give a damn who was on. You in there.
Real talk.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So thank Uncle Will for coming on. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Hit the little bell so you know when we drop in. This is the Greenbox Convos. It's your boy JSTLando.
And your boy Marvin.
I'm Will.
We in.
Peace.
And we in. Hey, look, we here every week, y'all. Y'all be easy. Stay safe.
Y'all
Marvin,
be easy.
take us home.
All right, be easy.
There we go.
Nuggets after 12.
Go, Michael. He the king of pop, goddamn it. He the king of pop.
Motherfucker.